Hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Today's video is all about why I am not going on a training camp this spring. Now, some of these reasons might be, well, are specific to me, and some of them I think are more general, but feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But the first one is because of this. When I normally go on training camps or holidays where you cycle a lot, I just do that. I normally go to Mallorca. We don't stay in a triathlon related hotel. Therefore, I mainly just ride my bike. And if anything, I don't make any progress in the pool, if not get worse. So this next fortnight, I'm gonna be focusing on the swimming because I'm staying at home. Anyway, I need to get home for some breakfast. I'll see you later on and we'll have a bit more of a talk. Reason number two is food, diet, nutrition, whatever you want to call it. Whenever I've been away, we've generally been to hotels that do like a buffet style food, and then we'll generally eat out at restaurants in the evening. And that's lovely, but it's not always the best thing for performance or for weight loss or for just being in the best shape you can be. So today I've come home, I'm now having the same breakfast that I have every day. That's porridge, protein powder, honey and a banana. And those amounts will fluctuate based on what training I'm doing, but I know that I perform well on that, and I know that's in line with my goals. If I was on a training trip, I might have some beans on toast, then I might have egg on toast, then I might have a bowl of cereal. It quickly gets out of hand. And that just extrapolates when you go out for a ride and you come back, and when I'm here, I'd get some protein down me. If I was on holiday, that tub of Pringles looks a bit more appealing, or an ice cream, or I don't know, some Coke by the pool or something, things like that. So for me, if you've got training at the forefront of your mind, the more controllables you can have, the better. I know some people will go away and will do like a supermarket shop, but again, I'm never going to find the exact brand of protein powder that I use at home, and I'm not really going to take like bags and bags of stuff because you quickly go over your weight allowance on the plane, don't you? So yeah, nutrition, food, fueling, etc. The third reason was going to be something along the lines of because I want to spend more time with Liz and we can't always go on holiday at the same time, blah, blah, blah. However, spending time with Liz has just got really interesting because, Elizabeth, what on earth have you just done?
Well, I'd just done my breakfast and then typical Asda arrived. So that annoyed me because I thought, great, my Weetabix are going to be all soggy. Yeah. Came back in the kitchen after getting it through the door, and the bowl literally just slipped straight through my fingers and smashed and has gone everywhere. So now I'm hungry. I've still got my Asda to sort, and I've got to clean all this up and make a second breakfast. It's
okay because we're on a training camp. Are we?
Look at the state of me.
I'll save you the B-roll of me working. Tip number 4. Working. Now, I'm in a luxurious position where I can do some work from home and I go to an office for some work, and this has meant that I've actually spread some annual leave across 2 weeks, and with the help of some nicely timed bank holidays, I'm using 4 days of annual leave to essentially have 2 weeks mostly off of work. I'm working 2 days in each week, and for me, I can't train big hours 7 days in a week, so I'm pretty sure I can train as much as I can physically do and still do some work for a couple of days. And I think that having 2 good weeks of training is better than having 1 great week of training and putting myself in a hole for doing far too much is the plan. So yeah, it helps me keep in touch with life a bit more as well and not have to sort of plan to take an extended period of time away from work. My 5th reason is this. I know that I pick the same event t-shirts most of the time to wear all the time. However, I've got my whole wardrobe. If the weather changes, if I use loads of clothes, I've got clothes here, so I don't have to just rely on what I've put in a suitcase to take away for a week. I've got lots and lots of options to enable me to do the best training I can do. Now, I'm just going to head out for a lunchtime run, and I only need shorts and t-shirts, that's what I've got on. But, you know, if the weather was differently, I'd have some stuff in the wardrobe ready to use. Is this number 6? I'm losing count. Training and the training consistency. I find that whenever I travel, I get pretty stressed about the travelling process. Parking, flying, packing, all that stuff. So removing that means I haven't had to have, you know, a couple of evenings of missed training or even a day for the travel. So that's really helping me. Yesterday, I did a 7-hour gravel ride, and today I'm back on the training. Yeah, sure, there's some days where I have a physical rest, but maybe I would have had to have a forced rest day because of travel, whereas I'm not now. So yeah, number 6, consistency training. Oh, run done and dusted. I'll leave the stats on screen. Feel free to follow me on Strava if you want to see how these next couple of weeks of Barbados training camp's going to go. So I did a steady run with 3 times hard hill efforts in it. The hills are hard because have you ever tried running up a hill? Like, it's difficult. Reason number 7, now these aren't in priority order, because if they were, this would probably be a lot closer to the front, but it's the cost of training camps. Now, going on holiday in half terms is not cheap. Those with children, I'm sure, will understand that better than I, and that's the only times we can go now because of Liz's work. And we've had an expensive start to the year, and life is more expensive right now, isn't it? Everything costs more money. A lot of people are struggling, so it makes you think more before you spend out on things like that are luxuries. So to be honest, we've had a lot of expenses this year so far. I'm not really in the position to like, oh yeah, we'll go there for a week or two as well as all that. Got a lot of events planned this year, a lot of trips, a lot of like weekends away and stuff, and you know, all that adds up, and you've got to like cut your cloth accordingly, haven't you, and like live within your means. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Like, I can afford to take a bit of time off work and do some training and stuff. Like, I bought a gravel bike. This isn't a plea for poverty, but you know, you've got to think about what is and isn't reasonable for you, and going on a training camp this spring just isn't reasonable for us this year, unfortunately. But we'll still have a good time this year, we're still absolutely fine, but you just got to think about it, haven't you? So yeah, 7, cost. I think as well, you know, when I do this sort of thing, I'm conscious that a lot of people on the internet always seem to be on holiday, don't they? They always seem to be abroad somewhere. I don't know how some people do it, and this isn't salty towards them people. Great, cool that you're in a position to do that, but I don't think the majority of people are. I might be wrong, maybe people, I don't know, earn a lot more money than me, I don't know. But anyway, get home for some lunch, shower change, see you tonight for some sort of bike ride. It might even be outdoors if the weather continues like this, we'll see. Okay, evening ride time, and this is a reason that is just for me. Living in Derbyshire is brilliant when the weather's good. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be able to get out in the Peak District, get some real good rides done, some real tough terrain, some flat, some hilly. There's not much else that I want, so yeah, I mean, coming out at rush hour tonight wasn't pleasant. I know drivers in Spain and stuff are somewhat more courteous towards cyclists, but we'll deal with it. I'm just coming through Hardwick Hall now. There's a very prestigious hill climb held on this road that I'm cycling up now, and I have done it once before, and that's enough because it is absolute hell. But anyway, I'll leave the stats on screen from tonight's ride. I'd normally just do like 1 hour zone 2 on the turbo, but given that I'm on a training camp, getting out of the road for what I'm hoping is going to be an hour and 45, maybe 2 hours, who knows. Anyway, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's strap in for a big couple of weeks. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.